Business, an introduction. A business is an organization or individual engaged in commercial, industrial or professional activities with the primary goal of earning a profit by providing goods or services to meet customer needs. It is an economic activity involving the exchange of value, whether it's goods, services or ideas, with the intent of creating value and generating profit. Business can be range from small local shops to large multinational corporations and can be structured as sole proprietorship, partnership, corporations or cooperatives. While profit is a common objective, some business-like non-profits may prioritize social or environmental goals. Business may be defined as an economic activity involving the purchase, production and or sale of goods and services with a motive of earning profits by satisfying human needs in society. Economic activity. Businesses are fundamentally economic activities where resources are used to produce goods or services that are then exchanged for payments. Exchange of value. This involves the transfer of goods, services or ideas between the business and its customers, creating value for both parties. Profit motive. Most business aim to generate a profit, which is the difference between revenue and expenses. Meeting needs and wants. Business operates to satisfy the need and wants of their customers by providing product or service that fulfill those desires. Human activity. Everybody remains busy in doing some activity or other like producing goods, buying and selling goods, profession of law, treating patients, serving in factories, government offices, doing social services work. All these activities are called human activities. These activities are divided into two parts. I. Economic activity. 2. Non-economic activity. I. Economic activity further divided into 1. Business, 2. Profession, 3. Employment. Economic activities in business involve the production, distribution, and consumption of goods and services with the goal of generating profit. These activities are essential for the functioning of any economy and encompass a wide range of actions, from manufacturing products to providing services and exchanging them in the market. In simple words, those activities whose objective is to earn money are called economic activities. They include buying and selling of goods, doing legal practice or working in some factory. Economic activities. Economic activities are of the following types. 1. Business, 2. Profession, 3. Employment. 1. Business. Business refers to an occupation in which people regularly engage in activities related to purchase, production and or sale of goods and services with a view to earning profits by satisfying the needs of other people. People engage in business to earn income in the form of profit. 2. Profession. Profession includes those economic activities which require application of special knowledge and skills in the occupation. In every profession, guidelines or codes of conduct laid down by profession bodies have to be followed. Those engaged in professions are known as professionals. 3. Employment. Employment refers to the occupation in which people work for others and get remuneration, wages, salary, in return. Those who are employed by others are known as employee. E.g., people who work in factories receive wages, bank employee gets salaries. Business, according to R.N. Owens, business is any enterprise engaged in the production and distribution of goods for sale in market or rendering services for a price. Characteristics of business. 1. An economic activity. 2. Production or procurement of goods and services. 3. Profit earning. 4. Uncertainty of return. 5. Element of risk. 6. Sale or exchange of goods and services for the satisfaction of human needs. 7. Dealings in goods and services on a regular basis. Profession. According to Webster Dictionary, profession is that occupation in which one professes to have acquired specialized knowledge, which is used either in instructing, guiding or advising others. Characteristics of profession. 1. Body of specialized knowledge and technique. 2. Formalized method of acquiring training and experience. 3. Establishment of representative professional association. 4. Code of conduct. 5. Priority of service over economic consideration. Employment. Employment is that economic activity under which people work for others and receive remuneration, can be in the shape of salary, wages, etc. The employer can be the government or private organization. Employment may be on permanent, temporary or casual basis. Characteristics of employment. 1. Service to other. 2. Personal service. An employee has to provide service himself. 3. Agreement. Employment is obtained under a special contract. 4. Servant. An employee is a servant of his master and acts according to his orders. Objectives of business. Business objectives are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound, smart goals that a company aims to achieve within a defined time frame. They provide direction, guide decision-making, and help in evaluating performance. Objectives are crucial for aligning efforts, motivating employees, and ultimately achieving the company's overall vision. Objectives of business. Economic objectives: profitability, revenue, market standing, growth. Social objectives: production and supply of quality goods and services, avoidance of antisocial and unfair trade practice, generation of employment, welfare of employees. Role of profit in business. An important feature of business is to earn profit. In other words, business is established with the purpose of earning profit. The most important question is how profit can be helpful to a business. Role of profit in business is brought out by the following facts. 1. Source of income for business persons. 2. Source of funds for meeting expansion requirements. 3. Indication of efficient working of business. 4. Reward for risk-taking. 5. Builds up reputation of business. Business risks. Risk is the chief characteristic of business. The predominance of this feature in business is because of the continuous business activities in future, and the future is indefinite or uncertain. Uncertainty is the mother of risk. Nobody can say it with any amount of certainty as to what is going to happen tomorrow. In the context of business, some examples of risk. A decline in sales due to the sudden change in the tastes of consumers. Entry of many competing firms in the market and consequent decline in profits. Stopping of production due to the workers' strike. Damage caused by earthquake, theft, etc. In this way, there is a constant possibility of damage or loss in business. The possibility of loss in business is called business risk. Nature of business risks. 1. Business risks arise due to uncertainties. Human uncertainty. Business uncertainty. Natural uncertainty. 2. Risk is an essential part of every business. 3. Degree of risk depends mainly upon the nature and size of business. 4. Profit is the reward for risk-taking. Causes of business risk. How business is created? Business risks are created by many human and natural powers. Apart from this, there can be many other causes for it. For example, physical causes, economic causes, government policy, etc. Business risk can be divided into the following categories. 1. Natural causes. Seasonal changes. Geological changes. Other natural calamities. 2. Human causes. Dishonesty by employees. Dishonesty by customers. Strike and lockout. Working carelessly. 3. Economic causes. Change in fashion. Change in prices. Effect of competition. Providing facilities to the consumers. 4. Other causes. Political disturbances. Technical causes. Mechanical causes. Managerial causes. Types of risk. 1. Speculative risks. 2. Pure risks. 3. Insurable risks. 4. Uninsurable risks. Classification of business activities. Business activities. All the activities which are undertaken in connection with the production of things and carrying them from the place of production to the place of consumption are called business. In short, the activities connected with the production are called industry, and the activities connected with the transport of goods produced from the factories to the consumers are called commerce. Business activities. Industry refers to economic activities which are connected with conversion of resources into useful goods. 2. Commerce includes all those activities which are necessary for facilitating the exchange of goods and services. A. Industry. Primary industry. A. Extractive industry includes farming, fishing, hunting, lumbering, oil extraction. B. Genetic industry includes cattle breeding farm, poultry farm, pisciculture, nursery. 2. Secondary industry. A. Manufacturing industry includes analytical industry, synthetical industry, processing industry, assembling industry. B. Construction industry includes buildings, dams and bridges, roads, tunnels, canals. 3. Tertiary industry. Tertiary industry includes transport, communication, banking, insurance, warehousing, advertisement. B. Commerce. 1. Trade. A. Internal trade includes wholesale trade and retail trade. B. External trade includes import, export and entrepot trade. 2. Auxiliaries trade. Auxiliary trade includes banking, insurance, transportation, warehousing, communication, advertising. A. Industry. Industry includes all those activities through which the raw material is converted into finished product. In other words, industry means the production and manufacturing of goods. Through industry, the things bestowed by nature are made capable of being used by creating form utility. Industry is concerned with the production or processing of goods and materials using mechanical appliances and technical skills. E.g., cotton textile industry produces textile goods from cotton, electronic industry produces electronic goods like TV, camera, mobile, etc. 3 types of goods are manufactured in the industry. I. Producers or capital goods. 2. Consumer goods. 3. Intermediate goods. Types of industries. I. Primary industries. The primary industry includes those activities through which the natural resources are used to provide raw material to other industries. These industries are connected with I. Extracted industries. These industries extract or draw out various products from natural resources such as earth, soil, water, etc. Simply we can say, extractive industries refers to that industry under which something is extracted from the earth, water or air. E.g. farming, mining, fishing, hunting, lumbering, oil extraction, etc. are examples of extractive industries. The products of such industries are either directly consumed or used as raw materials for manufacturing and construction industries. 2. Genetic industries. Genetic means heredity or parentage. The genetic industry refers to that industry under which the breed of animals and vegetables are improved and made more useful. It includes animal husbandry, cattle breeding farm, poultry farm, plantation, tree planting, pisciculture, fish. 2. Secondary industries. These industries are concerned with using the materials extracted at the primary stage to produce goods for final consumption or for further processing by other industries units. I. Manufacturing industries. The manufacturing industries means that industry wherein raw material and semi-finished material are used with the help of man and machine to bring out the finished goods. Manufacturing industries convert raw materials or semi-finished products into finished products. Manufacturing industries may be subdivided into 4 categories. I. Analytical industry. 2. Synthetic industry. 3. Processing industry. 4. Assembling industry. 2. Construction industries. These industries are engaged in construction of buildings, bridges, roads, dams, canals, etc. using the products of extractive and manufacturing industries like bricks, sand, cements, iron and steel, wires, etc. Under this industry, constructive works are done by using the things produced by other industries. These industries produce things which are of permanent nature and which are used mostly for public welfare. 3. Tertiary industry. Tertiary industry is also called service industry. Service industry includes those services which help business to move unhindered. For example, transport, bank, insurance, advertisement, storage, etc. These are many hindrances in business. These hindrances and the services which remove these hindrances are the followings. I. Hindrance in taking things from one place to another, transport. 2. Hindrance of finance, bank. 3. Hindrance of risk, insurance. 4. Hindrance of communication, advertisement. Hindrance of storage of goods, warehouse. Commerce. Business is an economic activity which starts with production and ends with consumption. A long and difficult way has to be covered in taking the finished products from the place of production to the place of consumption. The work of production falls within the jurisdiction of industry, while the remaining activity belongs to commerce. Commerce includes the purchase-sale of goods and activities related with removing all the difficulties in connection with them. Commerce includes 2 types of activities. I. Trade. 2. Auxiliaries to trade. I. Trade. Trade means buying and selling of goods or services with the purchase of getting profit. In other words, trade means exchange of goods and services for the purchase of mutual profits of both the buyer and seller. Those who perform these activities are called traders and their activities considered as trade. Those who perform these activities are called traders and their activities considered as trade. Trade removes the hindrance of persons in the process of exchange. Auxiliaries to trade. Commerce includes not only trade but also various other auxiliaries or aids or subsidiary activities. All those activities which are undertaken to overcome the hurdles appearing in the way of trade are called aids to trade. Auxiliaries to trade, services, are described. Banking, insurance, transportation, warehousing, communication and advertising. Hindrance and solutions. 1. Hindrance of finance, banking. 2. Hindrance of risk, insurance. 3. Hindrance of place, transportation. 4. Hindrance of time, warehousing. 5. Hindrance of communication, postal telephone internet. 6. Hindrance of information, advertisement. Economic activities. 1. Economic activities are those by which air can earn our livelihood. 2. These activities are undertaken to earn money and to create wealth. 3. Business, profession and employment are types of economic activity. 4. Production, distribution and consumption of goods and services. Non-economic activities. 1. Non-economic activities are those performed out of love, sympathy, sentiments, patriotism, etc. 2. These activities are undertaken to satisfy social, psychological and emotional needs. 3. Religious, social, parental and patriotic activities are types of non-economic activities. 4. Mental psychological satisfaction.